I'm very excited today. This is not going to be a turning video, but it will be a project video for later, preparation for other projects that'll be coming up in the future, hopefully. Anyway, I have come across a piece of equipment, and I've been salvaging it. It was a treadmill, and it worked. Everything worked on it when I got it. But my mom just decided she didn't want a treadmill anymore, so she gave it to me, and I salvaged parts out of it. And I want this video, I just want to make this video show you some of the parts that I got out of it, and talk to you about some projects that I'm going to be using it for. Alright, well, let me show you what I got here. Okay, well, first of all, I got this 2.5 horsepower continuous duty motor with a cast iron flywheel. I mainly wanted that. That's what I was looking for when I got this treadmill, was the motor, because they're very strong motors, and they're rated for continuous duty. Of course, I got the belts, and I got two solid steel mandrels here I can use with internal bearings. So plus I got this lift gear and the motor that goes with it. So, you know, hey, I've got a lift gear. Pneumatic struts. I also got this little thing here that is used to lock things in place. Various types of plastic and steel. You know, I've got the frame I can get a lot of steel out of, and all of this, and this big old piece, I'll talk about that in a few minutes. That was on the bottom of the treadmill. When you look in the back of my truck, it's about a 2x4 sheet of MDF, of the 3/4 inch MDF. I saved a bunch of money right there. But then over here, I've got lots of the hardware. Let me step back out of the light. A lot of the hardware, the nuts and bolts and casters and things of that nature. And right here, the heart of it all, I've got all the electronics. All the electronics still work, and I'm hoping I don't have to use that face with them or not, but it's a variable speed control, and the controls for the lift motor and all that. But I believe I can, I believe I'll be able just to wire them up and use constant speeds and up and down on that thing. But along with that came all the wiring, all the voltage diagram. So I made out like a bandit. I'm just as happy as I could be right now. And anyway, I'm gonna go back in the shop, and I'll talk a little bit about the projects that I'm planning on doing with these. I'll see you in a few. Well, what we're planning on, a couple things we're planning on doing is I'm building a new air thing for my shop. What I'm using right now is it's a heat and air duct fan that I have just mounted on the side of my shop, and whenever I'm generating a lot of dust or using spray lacquer or anything like that, I have it. But what happens is I have a wood heater, and when you're pulling air out of your building, you can't create a draft going up, so you end up with fire wanting to come out into the shop. Fire, wood shop, not a good thing. So anyway, I salvaged a 1/3 horsepower motor out of a dryer, out of a clothes dryer. my brother had. Actually, somebody threw it out of their truck into the back, into his front yard. But anyway, he got rid of it. He brought it. I asked him if I could have it, see if the motor was good, and so he brought it over. We took it apart, got the motor out, the impeller, all that good stuff, and well, the motor runs. The motor runs great. So what I'm doing is I'm building an impeller, which I got the idea from Matthias Wandel, I believe is his name. That's how you pronounce it. He's like a genius. He builds his own tools and stuff like that a lot of times. He's built his own bandsaw. He built his own sawmill. He's built his own table saw, joiner. He's all of this stuff. And he plans it all out himself. And wow, I mean, he's a genius. You can tell that when you see him. I'll put a link in the description at the bottom so you can see his, go to his channel and check it out. But I got the idea for building this from him. I'm going to use a little bit different methods, but in general it's going to be about the same thing as what he built as far as the impeller goes. All I'm really looking for is something to clean the ambient air in the shop, so I need a good fan, I need a good filter, and you know, but it'll be blowing air back out into the shop, so I won't be destroying my draft from my heater in the wintertime. But anyway, I'm going to do that, but with the big motor from the treadmill and the lift motor from it, I'm going to build me a new drum sander. And I also have the conveyor belt and all from it that I'll use, you know, to pull my parts through. Hopefully, I mean, this is all, you know, just wishful thinking right now, but it's going to happen. You know, sooner or later, you know, it may be 10 years from now before I get it built, but it will happen. But anyway, I just wanted to talk to you about some of that stuff. I've got good mandrels now. I've got good motors. I've got strong motors. You know, the treadmills, their gear ratio down is not. It's not a very high mechanical advantage, so they have to use a powerful motor to pull the treadmills, and they're designed to run, you know, for a lot longer than I'm going to run a sander. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm all excited about right now, and so I'm going to be working with this stuff for the next few days. It'll be a little while before I get another turning video up, probably, but I'm working on the impeller right now for my fan. And I just wanted you to, you know, kind of see what I'm doing right now in my shop. I'm gonna hang that thing right up here or right above my head, and I'll have a 2 or 3 inch shop vac hose that I can connect into my band saw, my table saw, a vacuum type system up here next to my lathe that can really pull dust out of here, because this place is, I can't keep the dust out of here. But anyway, that's about it. Let me just mention that I'm very grateful for all the support that I've had. I've only been doing videos now for about 8 months, I guess. Maybe not that, but my subscribers have really made me a very successful channel, and I really appreciate that. I try to answer back all my comments. If you don't get an answer back, if you comment on my channel or on a video and you don't get an answer back, it's not because I didn't want to answer you back. It's probably because I didn't get it. I have ended up getting some of my notifications will be a couple weeks late, or that they go to some inbox that I don't even know about. You know, and I've, over time digging through and all that, I find it, and I'll write back right then. Some people I can't reply to. If you don't get a reply back from me, check your settings and see if you're allowing me to reply back. because I do have several people that comment on my channel a lot, and I would love to say something back to them, or at least say thank you, but there's a no reply there. So make sure you got that set, because I do try to answer everybody back, especially if you have some kind of question or something like that. I really enjoy the questions because it stirs up discussion, and we can all learn from that. We can all learn from the discussions and things like that that comes up on these channels. Reading through Carl Jacobson and Mike Walt, Captain 80, reading through some of these comments on all these channels, I've learned a lot just by doing that, getting ideas from people, you know. But I wanted to say thank you all for being behind me in my channels. There's a lot of people that that complain a little bit about all the editing and the hours that it takes to do these videos. It is true, but you know, it's all worth it when people comment back and they appreciate what you're doing and they appreciate your work. It's very gratifying to me personally, and it's very humbling also. But I just want to talk to you a little bit about salvaging. I mean, I got tons of stuff out of this treadmill, and all I really wanted was the motor. That's all I really wanted, and maybe the conveyor belt. So, you know, I ended up with a lift gear and everything. Now I can build my router lift thing, which I was actually going to use wooden gears for that, and I still may use that lift gear for something that needs to be more precise, I guess. But anyway, I'll let you go. This is a, you know, pretty short video, down and dirty. But hey, I want to give a shout out to April Wilkerson. She's new at YouTube also, and she's got a wonderful channel. But she's been a little disheartened lately, so everybody go check out her channel and give her some encouraging comments. You know. So anyway, I'll leave a link to her channel in the description as well. You all have a nice day, and I'm going to start building me something. Y'all have a good evening.